And so we're at a big table I'm with my folks, my wife-to-be, friends of theirs, and two other couples. And out of the one other couple, guy sitting across from me, this older, kind of distinguished-looking gentleman, he looks at me after this one meal and he goes, "You're allergic to shellfish."
My bullshit meter is.
I'm like, how would you know that? And he's like, well, you wanted the steak. It looked like you wanted the lobster. And I was like, well, yeah, I can't eat the lobster. If I eat the lobster, I have to go basically to sleep, you know, not the good way. And he goes, well, here, let me diagnose this. So he comes up to me, and he's like, I'm going to have to touch you. And I'm like, okay, this is where we need to go. No. He goes, put your left arm out. And I put my left arm out, and he pushes down on my arm. He says, resist the pushing down on your arm as much as you can. So I'm basically holding my own against him pushing down on my arm. He takes this piece of tin foil and puts it to my gut, and my arm goes down. And I'm like, what was that, a pressure point? He goes, well, here, let's do it with the right arm. And he does it with the right arm. He touches the same place with this piece of tin foil, and my right arm goes down. It's like I have no strength. I'm like, what the hell is that? And he opens up the tin foil, and there's a piece of lobster shell in it. And I'm going, nah, I don't believe in this. And he goes, just bear with me. He does some other stuff like measuring like my feet. He like looks at me and he goes, okay, I know you're not going to believe this, but I can cure you. And okay, this is not a joke. I mean, this is my wife will corroborate this. My family will. Our friends of the family will. Everything like this. This is happening. This guy goes, I'm going to have to touch you for about 2 minutes. Okay? I'm going to put my hands on you, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the blockage. And he didn't say chakra, but it was kind of like that. And he goes, I'm going to remove this blockage. The guy actually lived in San Francisco. He's on vacation.
That makes sense. It's all coming together.
I love the
His wife is sitting at the table, and she is fuming. Totally fuming, because he's supposed to be on vacation, and he's working.
And your insurance doesn't cover this.
My insurance doesn't cover this. So this guy goes, okay. He takes his fingers like about like this. They're not in a glove. There's no Vaseline. And he goes like right here to my gut, and he's holding his hand on my gut, and I'm like, when can this be over? You know, basically my folks like prodded me into doing it. They're like, you gotta try it. I mean, you know, you really love shellfish. So he's holding his finger on my gut, and I'm like, this is not doing it for me. This is not doing it for me. And the guy goes, now what's going to happen is, I'm not actually healing you, I'm just removing the blockage so that your body can heal itself. You have this blockage in your energies that's not allowing the food to be processed right, and that's what causes the hives. And I'm like, you know, and he goes, no, I'm a believer in Western medicine, but this is an Eastern practice that I think is really going to work for you. So he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing this, and I'm feeling this heat coming out from my center. It goes up through my face and down through my toes. And literally this heat, you can see it on my face. I couldn't see it, I could feel it. But everyone at the table goes, your face is turning red. And I'm like, that's embarrassment. And they go, no, it like rose through your neck up through your head. And he goes, so now what I'm doing is I'm channeling this energy. It's cleaning out your chakras. After he does this and he takes his hand away, he goes, you're going to sleep really well tonight. Your body has to heal itself. You'll probably sleep pretty well for the next couple of nights. Don't eat shellfish right away. When you get back home, if you want to eat shellfish, have your Benadryl handy, have your EpiPen handy, okay? Don't be foolish with it, but, you know, feel free to try it. About a month later, I go to a 4th of July celebration, and there's crab there. And I'm like, all right, I have my Benadryl, I have my EpiPen, I'm ready to go. I eat a dozen crabs. No problem. No problem.
You ate a dozen crabs?
If this is your way of asking to touch me,
Let's not have a crab leg.
I don't
But Roy, unannounced.
How do you eat a dozen crabs, whether you're allergic or not?